Dirty Blue, Stocking Friends, Offence, UGC, and Adeli, Hello, Alicia McFarland with your news briefing. The opposition leader wants more detail on the planned wording of the referendum question for the voice to Parliament before he supports it. It's been unveiled today with legislation to be introduced next week. Peter Dutton wants the Solicitor General's advice on the wording to be released.
If you're proposing a very significant change to our founding document, how will it deliver practical outcomes for Indigenous Australians? And if you can't provide that detail, then he needs to explain why.
Federal police have launched a review after an independent senator was wrestled to the ground by an officer while trying to interrupt an anti-trans rights rally in Canberra. Lydia Thorpe claims she was pulverised by police. The Defence Force has launched an investigation after one of its helicopters crashed off the New South Wales south coast. It ditched into the ocean during a routine counter-terrorism training exercise. Defence Minister Richard Marles says 2 crew members suffered minor injuries.
They're being looked after and essentially people have been able to get out of this without any serious injury.
A third man has been charged by federal police in relation to a massive cocaine bust. More than 300 kilos of the drug was allegedly found in a boat that washed up in southern WA last month. The 49-year-old was arrested last night at a Perth home. A WA woman is being handed a $1 million payout from Chicken Treat. She was one of 11 people who fell ill after eating chips laced with a cleaning product from the Bunbury restaurant back in 2013.
After this, there is no turning back. You sip the red can, the story ends. You sip the black can, you enter dreamland. And I show you just how good the truth can taste. Max Taste Challenge.
In sport, young North Melbourne defender Miller Bergman has recommitted to the club, signing on for another 2 years. And still on footy, limited relief for the Saints on the injury front. Marcus Windhager is set to return from a broken hand against the Bulldogs on Saturday, while Seb Ross could return from a bad calf. Coach Ross Lyon says that leaves 11 players for at least 4 weeks.
We'd like the cavalry to come at some point, but outside of the 2 we get back next week, we're probably holding our breath right now.
Round 2 begins tonight with Geelong and Carlton.
Selling the family home? Miller, Juan and John put you first.
This is SAFM weather.
Partly cloudy and a top of 24 for the rest of the day across the Limestone coast. Tomorrow, partly cloudy and 21 and 20 on Saturday. Want more local news? Get free breaking news about our community. Download the Listener app, search for the Limestone Coast and add to your favourites now.